All right, here we go. We're back. You got it. You got it. Good to go. Second elimination.
Three-year-old colts lined up for the 10th race this afternoon. Top 5 finishers return for the Kentucky Journey Final, race 13, a field of 6. They are goes pretty out to early to engage a 6-pack from the far outside $50 bill. Searching an early seat as they try to hit that opening turn. It says Zebra Kronos moves on through to the inside from 4th. Fashion Wood Chopper is a floating wide at that 5th spot early. It's taken away Patent Leathers out as the trailer. Up top, Metz Hall circles that opening turn in command. 6-pack. Told us 2 lengths back into second. $50 bill. Found a nice early seat at 3rd. That's Zebra Kronos in 4th. Fashion Woodchopper's been wide throughout. He is a 5th. Patent Leather will move on through down the inside now through an opening quarter at a very moderate 28 and 2. So reasonable tempo for Metz Hall, who's under no pressure here. Still looks on that lead. A 2-length margin from the favorite to 6-pack. $50 bill. Still continue to ride in 3rd in front of Zebra Kronos. Patent Leather is 5th. Fashion Woodchopper took all the way to the back of the pack as they drive up the backstretch, still in straight line, but at this point, Metz Hall by the half, 56 seconds, 27 and 3. It picked up a touch in that second split, but it's still Metz Hall on a comfortable lead out of the far turn. 6-pack.
Okay, pull the pocket.
So the 2 favorites are going to drop their gloves right down. It's 6-pack up on the outside to take on Metz Hall. $50 bill. Will tighten into the inside 3rd. That's Zebra Kronos, who's up on the outside 4th with 2 lengths to make up. Patent Leather saving ground in front of a stablemate Fashion Wood Chopper. Metz Hall in 6-pack. They match stride on 3 quarters in 123 and 1. Off stride with Zebra Kronos. $50 bill. Swings out from 3rd, but it's Metz Hall still at the inside looking to buckle down and fend off 6-pack. $50 bill swings 3 wide, so the 3 across now as Patent Leather moves up 4th. 6-packs in between trotters looking to power his way past Metz Hall with $50 bill sweeping up late. 6-pack still there. It's 6-pack close to home with $50 bill late. 6-pack wins it from a $50 bill. Metz Hall 3rd, Patent Leather 4th, 150 and 2. 6-pack just 2/5 of a second off his own world record.
Winner, chicken dinner. 6:19:30. So let me take a look at the crowd here real quick while I sit back down. All right, you're back on, Mike. You're good to go, Mike.
Hey, nice ticket. Real nice ticket.
Thank you. Very much.
That's real good.
$619.30. As we say in the South. Let me give about $3.50. $3.50. Ken hits his pick 4 given out right here live on the air before it actually started. Because that's what we do.
What do we got left? We got nice race.
Race 11 coming up. That's the next race. That is the Tattersall's pace.
We got the big mares in the 12th. Chartan.
I think Metz Hall has a good chance in the final. He didn't really ask him the whole way around. He just kind of let him go. So I feel like if he gets any kind of trip at all in the final, he's going to be tough.
Just had posted 1 6-pack.
I think
first place finisher.
With
$50 bill was second. Number 3 Metz Hall 3rd. The 4 Patent Leather was 4th. It's 1-6-3-4 in the 10th.
You know that photo took that long. It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I was like a little worried there for a second. I'm like, I know I saw the one win it, didn't I? My eyes aren't very good, so we already know that.
But 1-6-3-4. Is that what he said?
1-6-3-4-5 for the
another winner for Svanstedt there.
Okay, AK.
AKE.
Trackside for winners presentation.
Mike, you're awfully
Taking the
quiet.
first heat of the Kentucky Fraternity in six-pack.
I said I like Mets hope for the final. I think the next race is a really nice race. I like Grant Teton quite a bit in there. I think he played really well, especially if he's let him kind of get a little bit of a trip in the race. Last time I ended up on the front, he wasn't winning there. He got kind of run down by Stay Hungry, but I think he likes it here. He lost to American History twice before that. Dora's missed a couple weeks. I think he plays really well, and he probably should be a price.
Second for six-pack is 8th win and 11 seasonal starts.
There's no big three there, but I guess there could be with depending on the final there.
The first heat of the Kentucky.
Well, we're waiting on
the winning connections trackside to make the trophy presentation. Steven Sills are there on behalf of the 104
draw for the final, which is race number 13 on the card.
There as well.
You got prices? Give them. Give them.
Six-pack, 380, 320, 210. $50 bill was second, 560, 280. Mets Hall was third at 210. $1 exacta was $1.6, $6.20. Try 163 paid $16.10. The 20-cent super was $17.44. Pick 3 ending there was $39.90. That was 661, and then $1 pick 4 given to you by Ken. 8661 gets you $619.30 for $1.
Which Ken had.
Yeah.
So we've got
Very nice.
We've got the draw coming up for the Futurity Final for the top 5 finishers from the previous 2 races we just saw.
Open at 5-1. I'm okay there. That would be just fine with me.
6-pack, 150 and 2. Which equals the winning effort from Tactical Landing.
So we've got race 11 coming up here. This is a 3-year-old Colt Pacers, Colt and Gelding Pacers for the Tattersalls Pace. 225,000. This is the second division. This division, I love this division. There's a lot of ways you can go here. I think it's wide open. You've got, Babes Dig Me, who was really, really tough earlier in the year. He's kind of faded a little bit recently. The 2 Rush to Judgment, who's been pretty good. Racing okay. Another Alanya entry here. 3 of this is the plan. He's been good. Yannick jumps on. Yannick hasn't driven this one for quite a while. So, a lot of different ways you can go here. Dorsey Duro Hanover is going to be the early favorite.
I think we might see another one here today, Nick. It's a great matchup in the final of the fraternity. And
they're doing an interview in the winner's circle, so it's a little loud. Dorsey Duro Hanover has been good, but I think he's better on the small track. That's my biggest thing with him.
He's going to be on the front, and that's not the place to be.
Right.
Really.
The front end hasn't been that great today.
We know that Tactical Landing was bred to do good things, and he's showing it now as he's just finally getting, finally Jimmy's put it all together, waiting for today. And I think we saw that in his elimination.
What do you think of the 5?
To me.
He drove him that way, finished strong, and I think we're going to see a big performance
The 6,
out of him in the
Grand
final.
the 5 Nutcracker Suite. This is like Ray's favorite horse.
But I think he plays here.
He does a little bit. He got used pretty hard last week with Jimmy driving. He still raced very well. I
Like about him. Okay, for one, he likes the big track. I know he's over the year, but he's danced some dances against some of these better horses. He's better from off the pace, and I would expect moving inside, he probably isn't going to be hammered so hard off the gate. The problem is, does he end up stop? He made $200,000 and he hasn't won a race. this year. So, and he likes his racetrack, and there's something else to be said for that. So I think it's 5-6 all the way. I think that's the play in the race.
Well, I like Dorsadero a little bit. I don't know that he can win this race, and he's going to be a short price.
In the race at Pocono, and he got
they've got morning lines up still.
He won the consolation
and 16 minutes to post. Like, come on.
You know that. That's what that's about.
Yeah, well, they got this interview going right now for no reason instead of doing a draw.
Dorsadero 2-1. That is current odds. 4-1 on This Is the Plan, and then a bunch of 5-1s on the balance. Long shot. Odds on Lauderdale at 34-1.
I've been a tactical landing fan since he was 2. My good friend Bob Stewart brought the horse along at 2. He belongs to people I like.
I thought Lauderdale's really not a bad underneath type. I don't think. Because, if you remember back at the Meadowlands earlier in the year, the horse raced pretty well. Then it has a couple, numbers of 3, numbers of 4 type wins, but he's lightly raced. He raced on this track last time, parked almost every step, no shot, still kicked home 26-2. This is a lesser field than he's been, in. He's sort of interesting to me from the back, depending on the drive.
Well, now what about you like 5 and 6? What about a horse like the 3? This Is the Plan. He raced in the jug. He did okay there, just kind of went around, but he was in that fast elimination with Lather Up, finished second to him, and then in the final, he had nowhere to go. He was pressed to get way outside to be able to do anything, and he finished right with everybody. I think he's got a shot coming back to the big track. He's got 49 miles in him. You haven't seen the best of this horse yet, I don't think. He likes the big track. He paced in 50 in the slop at the Meadowlands. So I think he's got a little bit of a chance here at 4-1 currently. I don't like that price on him. I would pass the price there, but if he jumps back up somewhere around 7-1 or so, I think that would be decent value on him. Ken, what do you think here?
He never really ever gets bet. 18-1, 19-1, 49-1, 8-1 last 4 races. Now he's been in tougher than these, obviously. He's not going to be high going against those horses. But it's just a little marginal for me. I don't see anything on the page that gets me that excited. He never really makes any kind of big move. He just kind of sits and stays in place and picks up checks. He could certainly do that here, but I just prefer others, I guess.
$50 bill 3.
Ken,
It's all 5.
thoughts?
I kind of originally liked Dorsadero, but as I'm seeing how the track's playing out today and yesterday, I kind of changing my mind here. I'm actually thinking I'm leaning towards Grand Teton, number 6, Andrew McCarthy for Jimmy Takter. This seems like he's been really sharp lately. I could see this horse working out the right trip with the pace the way it looks like it's going to set up. And then for a long shot, I kind of like Ideal Feeling in here for Mike Dieters and Tim Tetrick. Those two, that might be my value exact play. I might have to roll some of my pick 4 money into that one.
Well, for me, I agree with you, Mike. I think Nutcracker Sweet has the potential to upset here at a decent price. Currently 9-1, so you're getting really good value on him. And we know when he gets the right trip, he can absolutely fly, especially late in a mile. I expect this horse. This is where he does best anyways. I expect him to be right there at the finish. 9-1 is great value. Dorsadero Hanover, I think, needs to be used, but we got the draw going right now for the final for race number 13.
These are the numbers for race 13, the second heat of the
Pack 1, Tactical Landing 2, $50 bill 3, Eurobond 4, Meds Hall 5, Crystal Fashion 6. You know you do 7. Oh yeah, that cool. They took it off the screen.
Patent Levin's 8, Crystal Hill 9, and Fashion Wood Chopper's 10.
2018, Pharma selling yearly.
Evaluates out, and Zephyr Kronos is out.
I hope you're watching and you got a little bit of pick 4 money.
It's a lot easier
no
to
thing.
get the best finish and the best start.
Easy peasy.
Got a little bit of
Dang.
what's that?
600 on the pick 5. That's pretty good.
One ticket again, probably.
I already did.
You think?
There
I
was
was thinking
one ticket
two.
yesterday. It paid like $700.
Yeah, but
Bobby hit it yesterday.
Bobby who?
Twitter.
you're racing here.
He's a friend of yours too.
Yeah, there was only one ticket.
Bobby Pizzulo. Bobby Pizzulo won
Oh,
yesterday.
nice.
He won one ticket. Yeah. So. And it was like 7,000.
Yeah. Good for him. An old friend of mine.
Today, if you could come up with the 4, the 2, and the 4th
Well,
leg, I think that would be
if you could
really
have Cinemac,
impossible worse.
I had 4 out of 5 didn't have Cinemac.
Well, I kind of like that horse a little bit. I mean, like we were all sitting together. You know what I mean?
Well, if the other thing is, if I could have got Brian on before the first race, he would have told us he got the issue fixed with the horse. Then he was definitely playing. But
Yeah, I mean, we still got 9 minutes here.
yeah, but race 11, you got to feel the 8 here. The obvious favorite right now is Dorsadero Hanover 2-1, but they're spreading their money across the board in this race pretty well, I think.
Race, the Kentucky Futurity, number 10 Fashion Woodchopper has scratched. So
Fashion Woodchopper
is
scratched
out of
in the
13th race this
final.
afternoon. And please note, driver Tim Dietrich has opted to the 6 Crystal Fashion. So we have a driver in the 8 Patent Leather. That driver is Andy McCarthy. Andy McCarthy will drive the 8 Patent Leather in the Kentucky Futurity here this afternoon.
$50 bill's very dangerous in that final. I think Mets Hall is very dangerous.
All right, so the changes there, in case you couldn't hear that. The 10 Fashion Woodchopper, this is race 13, by the way. The 10 Fashion Woodchopper scratched. Tim Tetrick will drive Crystal Fashion, and Andrew McCarthy will drive the 8 Patent Leather. Those are the changes for race 13 for the Kentucky Futurity Final. But right now, race 11 is the Tattersall's Pace, sponsored by Crawford Farms. And still slight favorite, 9-5 now, Dorsadero Hanover, the 4. The 3, this is the plan, 9-2 currently. He's taking a little bit of play. And the 5, Nutcracker Sweet, 9-1. Your 6-horse Grand Teton is 4-1 currently, second choice. I really like the price on Nutcracker Sweet here.
Yeah, 9-1 is legit, but he's still out for the year too. I mean, let's not forget that. So you need to get a price.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the price on the 6th is really good.
I agree. You got to get a price on him, but you're getting decent value right now. There's a lot to like with 8-1 now, slight drop, but what about the 7? Ideal feeling 5-1 right now. So, yeah, I agree. We got a post parade coming here for race 11. Can't talk over those people.
On the track for this afternoon's 11th race. It is the second division of the Crawford Farms.
But we've got
sponsored by Helen Michelle
basically.
$5,000. There are.
I wonder if Ken took his phone. Anyway, we've got basically. Pretty large crowd here today. I'd say 15 to about 2,000 people.
This is the plan number 3. Burke Racing Stable.
Take my phone away?
Silva Libby.
I didn't take mine away.
Now Larry Carr, Yannick Gingras.
But we're sitting here. We're right by where the track entrance is for owners and such like that. For all the winners, we're right by the finish line. Sponsors for this race, Alan Michelle Crawford, are right next to us. You know, the day, as far as the day, to answer your question, Mike, it was extremely hot early on. The sun went behind the building and cooled it off like 15 degrees. So it feels like it's about 80 right now. But obviously, I'm going to have issues tomorrow with sunburn. But the horses are parading. You can see them behind me here for the 11th race. And I think this race here, I'm trying to find the board here, but Mike, it's a wide open race. How you would play this race if you're betting it?